concerns our goals. So we're almost halfway through the year, believe it or not. July 1st is coming at us pretty quick here. So we want to take a look at our goals. We know we set these goals at the end of last year for all of 2022. So this will give us an opportunity to jump in there, tweak them if we need to, hopefully raise them up if we're already at our goal, and that will allow our managers to help us with our business as well. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Hopefully you can see my screen. Wait for a chat if you can't. All right. Well, as you're seeing, great. Thanks, Sharon. On the screen here is our hub. So let's take one quick step back and show you how you can get into Moxie if you are new to the platform. So we are in Schmidt Resources, and right at the top you can pick the region in which you reside. The same square will be available in every region. And you can see in Florida, it's right here. It says Moxie Works. When you click on that square, it gives you a bunch of good content, including the support page, all of our in-house tech trainers information, how to import contacts, a lot of recorded training, and our embed codes. So a lot of good content. But right here at the very top is your Moxie login. That's how you can get into your login if you're unaware of how to access any of your Moxie tools, whether it's Engage or Present or to get to your website. So when you click into there, you will log into Moxie. It does default to Present, which is our CMA opportunity here, competitive market analysis tool. But I do like to point out the hub because we don't really have a specific training for it. So real quick before we jump into our goals, when you click on hub, you can see you have single sign-on opportunities for CB Desk, for CBC Desk, for Testimonial Tree, for Home Hub powered by This Is Our List, for our new product Cole Realty Resource. You can get to your sign orders here. You can log into List Hub, listings to leads in Michigan and Ohio .loop, and in Florida you can get to app files. We also have a link to our virtual open house submission and a link to all of our Moxie training, along with Schmidt Resources is embedded right here. So again, the hub is a great place to go when you first log into Moxie so that you can trigger some of our other products. But we are talking about our mid-year goal, so let's go ahead and jump into Engage right at the very top. Now there is a known issue of some users experiencing a issue with getting, let me take a step back, getting that square to show up. I'm sorry, that menu item to show up. So if you are one of the users that these menu items don't show up here in this blue box, you can get there directly by going to engage.schmidtresources.com. That way, if you are on your account or if you're in Present and your options are not up at the top, which is a known issue, it's a glitch. We do have an open ticket on that to try to get that corrected. But do know you can get there directly by going to engage.schmidtresources.com. Same thing with Present. You can do present.schmidtresources.com and you'll launch directly into that product. Now you can see when I first log into my Moxie, I have the manager view. So any of the managers in the company will have this view. It'll track where their offices are via their goals that their agents have set forward. It also includes all of the sales flow, how many people are in marketing, how many are prospects, how many are active, how many are pending. And then it allows them to assist their agents in reaching their goals by tracking it for them. It'll tell them who hasn't set a goal and who has set a goal and where they're at in that goal. Obviously green, yellow, red. Green means they're on track, red means they have some more work to do, and yellow means that they're close to going into the red, but they're not quite there yet. So to view this from an agent's perspective, I'm going to click into agent mode. And then this will allow me to have my dashboard. This is my tracker. This tells me my 5 people I should call every day. It gives me my calendar, my activities, and then my goal completion. Or you can go right here into goals, right from that sub menu, not the one in the blue bar, but the one in the white bar, and go to goals. Now, of course, I'm not in sales, so I don't have a goal that I'm tracking, but this is what it would look like for your agents. It would tell them how many were buyers, how many were sellers, their average time to close, their average sales price, and the close rate. Plus it lists out all the details here, and it will track where they're at on their goal. Now, if your agents log in and they're at 100% a goal, they got there fast, they got there in 6 months as opposed to 12, they can give themselves a new goal by coming over to here, clicking on the cog, and go into GCI goal, and they can put a new value in there. It will track their previous year's goals starting in 2019, which is when we launched with Moxie. Or if they're newer to us as a company, they may not have all the additional years. But they can enter the goal that they want in here. So maybe they're already at that goal. They can enter a new goal and then click done. That will allow them to track towards their new goal. So let me pop over into a different user so that you can see what actual numbers will look like. So we're going to give that just a moment to load. Let me see how I can get past this screen. That screen will not come up. This is because this is a manager's portal, which is why that came up. But for an agent, that screen will not come up. So here we go. We're now in her dashboard and we go to goals. You'll see 48%. Pretty good, right? We're mid-year, almost halfway there, and she's tracking to her goal. And you can see it gives buyers and sellers complete, the transactions that are complete, your average price, your close rate, and then all of your details. And again, if she realizes that she wants to change that goal, we click to the cog, go to GCI goal, and you can change what that number is. And again, it tracks year over year the goals that were put in. Now keep in mind, Moxie is attached to our MLSs, so it is getting sales price from the MLS, plus it uses a standard 3% for the GCI. That's how it calculates. We do not put detailed financial data into Moxie. It's simply meant as a tool to help our agents and our managers track to their goal. If that number is just not correct, you can change your standard GCI amount by going back into your cog, going into commission rate, and updating it. Again, it defaults to 3% for a buyer commission and 3% for a seller commission. But if the standard in your areas are closer aligned to 2.5, that can be updated. Again, we're in Engage, we're in Goals, and then over at the cog, you can either set that GCI goal, update it because we are halfway through our year, believe it or not, or if you want to change that commission rate, which is the standard, at 3%, you can update that right from here. When you click done, it will recalculate where you're at per your GCI goal. So again, keep in mind you can launch into Moxie directly from Schmidt Resources, or you can go straight to engage.schmidtresources.com and log in. It will default you to your dashboard, which keep in mind that's a really great way to start your day because it gives you 5 people from your sphere that you haven't reached out with recently. It'll allow you to call them, set them up for a neighborhood news, or set them up on a campaign. So it's a really good place to start your day. And then when you click on the submenu goals, this is what will launch you into your goal. It also will track your active and pendings. So you can see how those numbers changed. It will track your prospects. And then you can see your GCI forecast based on what that is active and pending and what your prospects are. So again, you have to enter your goal into the system. Again, it asks for it once a year, but you can go in and tweak that by clicking the cog, going to GCI goal, and updating that number. So that is what I wanted to cover with you guys today. Please go ahead and unmute if you have any questions, or go ahead and type them in the chat box. Because this is on a feed with our MLSs, of course, if it's some type of referral or some sort of transaction that's not in the MLS, those can be added manually as well. And you do that right inside the client in which you transacted with, but that will help you track your goal true to the actual number, even if it's not being fed over from the MLS. Well, thanks you guys so much for your time today. I don't see any questions that have come in, so I appreciate it. As always, Moxie Monday playlist can be found on Schmidt Video Classroom, or feel free to reach out with any questions. Thanks so much. I hope you have a great week. Bye now.